Britney Spears allegedly had to use Bitcoin to hide purchases from her dad. Oh, I love this. And what a perfect excuse to learn about cryptocurrency. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore, and yes, Britney Spears allegedly was using Bitcoin to trick Jamie. I love this story. I'm so happy I brought cryptocurrency expert. She was recently on our OnlyFans stream where they are crushing a lot of creators' dreams over there. We're so happy to meet her. Molly Pop, welcome back to the show. How are you doing, Molly?
Hello. I am lovely.
Well, I'm glad to have you back because we've been talking. I'm so excited because you're part of a company where I'm excited to work with further. And what a perfect opportunity to sort of talk about cryptocurrency, something I'm really genuinely wanting to be into. And also Britney Spears, mixing two things. The universe works in mysterious ways like this. I love this. Before I begin, look, I'm not offering any financial advice. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Don't you dare ever listen to me. This is entertainment purposes. I've always wanted to learn about crypto. And when I saw Britney and crypto together, it was just like, we got to talk about this. So I want to talk about what Britney did. What about cryptocurrency? I'm so dumb on a lot of this that I was so grateful that Molly is here to sort of break us down. How would you even get involved? How would you start? What is crypto? I'm going to ask a bunch of stupid questions to figure it all out myself. So Molly, are you ready to do this?
I'm ready.
All right, so before we even get to the crypto and getting all explained, can you help verify if this would make sense? Again, this is coming from the Toxic podcast, the Britney Graham girls, hosts of the Toxic podcast. They're saying that they investigate, obviously, a lot of Britney Spears conservator stuff. They claim the singer dabbled in Bitcoin all the way back in 2014 based on the materials that they have obtained. They've had they've gotten some pretty good scoops, although I don't like how tight they are with Lynn Spears, Britney's mom. I don't know how much you're following it all, Molly, but I don't like Lynn Spears. I don't trust her. I think she's a snake, just like Jamie Lynn. And they're trying to give her a redemption story, and I don't think she deserves it yet because she hasn't taken accountability for what she did to poor Britney. But apparently she had to allegedly resort to using the can you say that word?
The Sudoku. No.
The pseudonymous? The
Pseudonym.
Pseudonymous? Pseudonymous. Pseudonymous. A cryptocurrency. Anyway, in order to hide even small purchases from her father, conservator, and Jamie Spears. So they didn't really, they just go in a little bit more on other stuff, but this was an alleged thing that they say, well, yeah, she did this. Now, would this have, and this is interesting to me because we've always figured she had no options, but the more I've learned, the little I know about cryptocurrency, does this make sense to you, being that, I know you know some of the general things, what's happening to Britney? She's locked down. It's awful what they're doing to her.
Yeah.
Would this have been something she could have probably figured out with someone close to her to help her maybe get some payment? What are your thoughts?
Absolutely. It definitely could have. And it would make sense because crypto is a way to not necessarily hide, but I mean, yeah, you could hide your financial activity. So it would make a lot of sense if she was trying to, get some things done, get some payments slid to certain people, and also just savings. People have been able to get paid in crypto for quite a long time now. So if she was getting payments from anywhere, even from fans, it could be something that she was hiding and keeping on her own that could never be traced or found.
Interesting. So even as tight as Jamie and all of them were, it's interesting to think, well, God, I would love this to be true. Again, allegedly from the Britney Graham girls, so take it as will. But I was just like, this is kind of really makes Britney look clever, look more sneaky, and trying to do what she can get. And people
she is clever.
Yeah, totally. But it's clearly probably maybe someone who helped her, put some funds in there for her. That would have been an easy thing to do, right?
Yeah, a lot of people, I mean, back when, and according to the timeline that you have there, it makes a lot of sense too, because at that point, there was a lot of people who were giving away, the people were saying, oh, Bitcoin's useless, it's trash, it's never going to be anything. So people were giving it away as gifts all the time, or just here, this could be something in the future. Here's $500 in Bitcoin, we'll see what happens. And obviously now we are where we are, so something happened. So yeah, it could definitely have been something along those lines.
Well, I love this coming up because I love this as an excuse to get in more into the cryptocurrency. Now, for those that don't know, Molly, she's part of a part of the name. Some of you might be like, "Whoa, Andy!" But part of the name. Anyway, but you work part of an organization. It's called Cumstar, and it's an adult content sharing place for basically people can do using blockchain technology, cryptocurrency, etc. Creators can sort of post there, earn more, and do a lot of more stuff. And now this was really prevalent. I learned you guys, and you guys were a supporter of this channel. I'm so grateful, and they're going to be supporting our Vegas shows next week. So stay tuned. You're going to be learning more. I'm so grateful for their help. But you guys have been educating me a lot on this. And again, I don't know a lot. Don't take financial advice from me. Take Molly's advice, whatever you will.
Don't take financial advice from me either. I'm not a financial advisor.
We're all just here to talk because I want to learn a little bit. So do more homework. Always talk to someone you trust to sort of vouch for things. But you guys are sort of, this actually could be a really interesting opportunity for you. I don't judge people. Whatever you guys do for work to make your money, especially ladies out there, I applaud. Go do your thing. Get your bag. I don't like all the shaming out there of what we do. We shouldn't add a stigma to these things. It's not trying to connect it to Britney, the sex, because she doesn't, but still, even like what's explicit, what's not. There's I think a lot of people overreacting in a lot of things. So some of you might be like, Andy, what are you doing with this company? They seem like a smart place because getting crypto into this sort of OnlyFans type of business where you have a lot of creators who are now getting screwed by OnlyFans. They're just basically saying, we're changing the rules. You don't know what's going on. Sorry, deal with it. And a lot of people, especially through this pandemic, are going to lose their jobs or now going to potentially lose some serious income. What you guys are trying to do is potentially going to be a very big, disruptor and potentially alternative to that. Yes?
Yeah, absolutely, hands down. I mean, you said it, and it really, it does correlate with a lot of things. It's giving a lot of women the power to manage their finances anonymously, like kind of tying into what you were just saying. It's not always good. A lot of females that are in, the sex industry in general, there's been a lot of abuse throughout the years, and there's been a lot of issues with people working for other people and not getting their money. And we want to help empower these females and make them feel like they are financially stable and capable on their own.
Yeah, so anyway, good. Do your due diligence at home, guys. Look into it, whatever you want. But I wanted to use excuse because I know Molly is a crypto expert, and I want to see how easy it is to set this up. And so they were kind enough to sort of help inspire me and get me started in sort of something I've been wanting to do, which is learn crypto. And the first step of understanding crypto, I guess, before we even set up the wallet or how to even set it up, what is crypto? Can you give us an idiot sort of definition of what the difference is between cryptocurrency?
Between different cryptos?
Just in general, all of them. Yeah, Bitcoin, Ethereum, everybody. Like what is cryptocurrency for those who don't even know what we're talking about?
The difference between the cryptocurrencies is typically the blockchains that they're on, the networks that they utilize. And then obviously you have companies that have their own tokens and coins and things of that nature. Excuse me. That they
but it's all like a digital currency is what I'm trying to get at, right?
It is digital currency, correct. Yes, it is digital currency. And there are people that say, it's not real money. Well, the last time that USD was actually backed by the correct amount of gold, you let me know how real that money is in a few more years. It's paper. Got news for you. I feel much more secure in my crypto investments than I do at any point having money in a bank, ever.
Well, and what's interesting to me, because I have a couple other friends who've been getting me into this, and again, people in the chat, I'm sure way more educated people than me, but this is a video for dummies, and you're going to watch my journey as a dummy learning more about this. But what was interesting to me when I talked to my friend who got me more interested in trying, because a lot of people say this is a very unstable thing, and it is a risk. It's always a risk. Anything you do in these sort of markets and things can be a risk, so be prepared. But what I was interested in...
So that's not necessarily true.
Well, I would correct. So what he corrected me too. He's like, yes, some say that it's volatile, but... He was just sort of showing like, dude, this is the future. This is the future. And what's really even crazier about it is like the banks take so many fees and are in control of so much. The difference about why crypto is going to eventually work is because they eliminate all that shit. The banks and everybody else, all the big rich people, the fat cats, they're either trying to make this seem risky and crazy, or they're getting into it themselves in other ways to try and see if they can ride the chain. And so it made me realize, like, guys, if you're sort of avoiding this topic, you shouldn't, because I think a lot of people are going to be very upset they didn't get in on this in some way or another. But the cryptocurrency is not some weird dying trend. The more and more experts and smart people I've engaged with, do your own homework, really say that this is something we should do. But you would concur, this is a future that we should be paying attention to.
Most definitely. It's being utilized more and more in everyday life. I mean, literally every day, new companies are accepting crypto. And I think, honestly, my personal opinion is that we're on the verge of having a lot of large companies all of a sudden pop up, start saying, oh, by the way, we'll take crypto as well. And when that comes, it's helpful to be familiar with it already. And, no one's telling you to go invest. Those are your options. If you want to invest, do your own research, check out companies that are worth investing in. But a lot of people have this misconception that crypto is all like stocks. Like if you get into crypto, you're gambling. And that's not true. There are, excuse me, there's what we refer to as stable coins, and it's just the same. They're tethered to the US dollar. So if you believe in the US dollar and things of that nature, or you believe in the stability of a specific, fiat currency, like you can have your money in crypto tethered. It doesn't fluctuate. It doesn't change. It will always be worth the same amount. And then if you decide to, you can take that money and invest. So you could also see what happens with that.
So, all right. So, what we're first step of sort of this lesson, and look, I'm not going to turn to a crypto channel, I don't think, but I may do some updates here as if you guys like this sort of content, you want to ride this too, or you actually are interested in this, let me know, especially in the comments down below. In fact, while we're here, hit the subscribe, hit the bell, all that jazz to make sure that you're still tuned in. And I want to see beyond the likes, just your comments down below of your thoughts on all this and what you guys think. Are you investing in crypto? Do you agree? And are you seeing the writing on the wall? For those of you who are confused, like, well, how do I even do this, Molly? Is this complicated? We're going to do something. You're going to walk me through how to do the first step, which is setting up a wallet, correct?
Yep, exactly.
And so you had showed me there were two wallets that you sort of, the two most popular that she was sort of telling me. There's one that they use more often. It's called MetaMask, which we're going to use because it's part of what the Cumstar people and currency they have and everything uses. So it's just easier for me to do that one. But you could also do Trust Wallet. There are tons of wallets out there, and I just want to give you guys options. Do your homework. For the sake of this stream, we're going to focus on how to set it up through MetaMask, but you can find tutorials and other ways to get wallets. But these wallets are all just a way for you to hold, and sort of it is the bank for your cryptocurrency, correct?
Right, exactly. It's exactly what it says it is. It's a wallet. It is a space for your digital currency to be stored safely.
Great. Okay, so in order to set this up, just so we can see how easy it is, we download the program. For MetaMask, you can download it for your phone or for your Chrome extension on a browser. I am now downloading that Chrome piece. You're not getting into my wallet, guys. This is not this is just a dummy thing that I'm going to erase. So don't try to get any ideas, internet. But here we go. We're installing this to Chrome, so we can see this here. We add the extension. And then it's sort of registering that through whatever your Google connection is to Chrome. It then takes that information. Now we welcome to MetaMask. We get started. If you already have your, a recovery phrase, this is important, right? Because this is sort of the only way you can get into a wallet, correct?
Yeah, so this is something that I want to touch on really quickly because it's super duper important. For people who are creating crypto wallets for the first time, when you get this password, your recovery phrase, your seed phrase, however you'd like to refer to it, these words are the ultimate password to your wallet. If you lose them, or you do not save them properly in the correct order and the correct way that they are written, they are gone. It is not safe to store them on your phone, on your computer. My personal suggestion is take them, if you want to put them on the computer for a few minutes so you can print them out, do so, print out a few copies and put them in safe places. Put it in a safety deposit box, somewhere in your house that's secure, that you keep files, somewhere that no one's going to get into it. This is literally the one and only way that anyone can hack your money, is if you give them your seed phrase. Additionally, if you lose this, all of your money's gone. You went ahead, you gambled on crypto, you made $3 million, and you lost your seed phrase, your dog ate it, gone. So please take careful. Great care. Yeah. And
don't ever give it to anybody. Nobody ever needs your seed phrase. Don't. You're going to see mine because we're doing a fake one here, but just for the sake of her learning. But don't ever give it out. And like she said, keep it safe. But yeah, because I was saying to her, like, well, couldn't someone just hack your computer and then get access? Potentially, yes. So unless you have some very secure app or something,
keep it on your phone,
make
and you
sure
drop it in the ocean.
It's gone. Exactly. So make sure you have multiple copies of the seed phrase. It's legit. If you're going to get in this industry, anybody does this, I'm told, does this and protects it in a lockbox or something else so you really know what it is.
Don't tattoo it on your arm.
Yeah, or put it in, make a little scavenger hunt of where the words go. So if anybody even finds it, they won't even know what it means. But that's just very important. Okay, so we don't have that yet. If we're starting from scratch, we click create a wallet. We agree to this terms. They'll allow you to opt in for your settings, anonymous, blah, blah, blah. They'll never collect addresses, balances. They're never collecting your IP address. They never sell you data for profit. All of this sort of good to hear. You go, I agree. Now, this is where we make a password. Again, I'm going to do a dummy password here. Hopefully, it will match.
And this password is relevant, but it's just your regular everyday password. So.
But can you download the money if I have the password?
The regular password?
Oh, see, I don't even have it match. Come on, so stupid. If someone has your,
the answer is no. If someone else is logging in that is not you, and even occasionally if you get kicked out, you'll have to, re-put in your seed phrase.
So if someone comes to my computer and uses my Google browser, and I have my password there, then I'm still screwed.
If they put in your password?
Yeah, because I've allowed my computer to have it.
Yeah, no, don't let it automatically save your password. I don't think MetaMask even does that or offers that.
Okay, good.
I think you have to.
So here's a tutorial how to secure it. We just already told you that. But you can go watch it again when you go. But here we go. So this is the big moment. Now, never do this. Don't stream it out. Don't. This is not going to be my account, so don't think you're going to have it. But here is what it looks like. So there we go.
Yep. These are your 12 words. This is your hexadecimal code.
Genre, tattoo, army, vehicle, term, theme. God, how would I ever remember this? I'm going to copy this because we need to keep this for the next phase of the process. Because if you don't copy it, then you're screwed. So bear with me. Sorry, I thought I had a
yes, like I said, you have to know the words and their order.
Right. It's kind of a fun game, which I'll show you in a second. So again, easy, but just make sure when you're doing this, if you decide to get in this, that you save the phrases. All right, I'm just pasting my phrases. Correct. There we go. All right, so now we've gotten the phrases down. We moved to next, and now we must confirm them. So I have them in another document here. You guys can't see, but I saved it. So it's in order. I feel like I'm like doing the Da Vinci Code or something here. Tattoo, army,
this is the code
vehicle.
to enter the future.
This is legit, huh? How on earth could you ever guess this? You couldn't.
Well, it's important. A lot of people have a lot of money in crypto, so we don't need anyone getting into our accounts, right? This is an unbreakable code.
Wild. Okay, congratulations. You passed the test. Save a backup in multiple places. Never share the phrase with anyone. Be careful of phishing. MetaMask will never spontaneously ask you for it. If you need to back up your security.
No one will.
You can't.
No one will. If you get a message from anyone at any point, this is a public servant, it's not, and they say, hey, we're with so-and-so team, and we want your... No, they don't. They're not with anyone. No one's asking for your seed phrase. No one.
If you need to back up your secret recovery phrase again, you can find it in the seed. So you can go see your phrase. That's scary. You can see the settings in your account. I guess once you've put it in. Anyway, that's confusing to me, but anyway, just keep it safe, everybody. Okay, it's your seed phrase, secret recovery phrase. They're all sort of the same things. I guess this is so you can put it on your mobile now too. There's a QR code to scan. But now here we are. Voila! We have a wallet to accept crypto, to add crypto, to get whatever we want. Now,
is it painful, right?
No, super easy. Now we're gonna do one more step, just because as we've learned about Cumstar and their company moving forward, if you want to do this and get other coins as you collect, there's one other step, correct, Molly? It's to go to
this
Binance.com.
By default, MetaMask will put you on the Ethereum network, which is fine, lovely. We love Ethereum, but we love BSC even more. So you're going to want Binance Smart Chain. And in order to connect your wallet to that, you just have to go through a couple more really quick swaps in order to have Binance Smart Chain available.
So you go up here, or it's here, AdMart? Where did we do that?
In the Binance Academy.
Oh, sorry.
So
this is a link. I'll put this link in the description as well, so you know have the link. Okay, but you go to this Binance Academy to connect MetaMask to Binance again. If you want to do this, not telling you to do it.
If you don't,
not
if
telling
you don't understand it from what he's saying, there is a link in Binance Academy.
So go to Binance Academy, which is where we're finding this, and you can Binance Academy, and then you scroll down, and then it sort of tells you how to configure your wallet. So basically, it tells you here to go back to your MetaMask. Click here, and then go to settings.
Correct.
And then you want to go, what did it say? What was the next step?
You're going to choose networks.
Networks menu. That's what it was. Sorry. I thought I had it. It's looking cool and I screwed it up. Networks. There we go. Add network. Okay. So it's asking for these things. we go back to that page, and right here is where we're going to add the smart chain information. It's a little annoying, but it's quick enough.
And it's the only time you have to do it.
You just do this
once. You only have to do it once.
Save the 2 tabs. It's 3 little things you got to pick, copy, and paste so it can have your network. And again, I'll send you.
You never have to go to the bank and worry that they're going to close early on Saturday ever again.
I love that. So this gives you access to everything else. Did I do an extra space there? Remove that space. BNB. I can remember that. BNB. And then the last one here is this website address. And we paste this in. And we're going to be done. Voila. Save.
And then you can see
smart chain
where
added.
it says smart chain now instead of Ether. And
so we close this. And then we're back in. And we're done. So now we're back in our MetaMask, and we're in the smart chain network. And then at this point, we can go add tokens. Is there anything to sort of quickly explain how this works? I mean, how do people know what to look for if they want to sort of get into this? This is where they need to get more financial advice, I guess, not from us.
Again, it's not financial advice, but in order to explain, you could literally just Google. You could Google current popular coins on BSC, things of that nature, and just follow the rabbit hole. It gets interesting, yes. If you wanted to purchase our token, for example, we have how-to videos.
Right, and if you want it, just because they're plugging their sponsor, you look them on your own. I'm not telling you to buy anything here, but you can go learn how to get that stuff on their website. There, they have a lot of coins out there you can look into. Do your homework.
There are.
But we will be explaining more of what they do and what they offer in the future. But I want to make sure you do have a plug there to know to check that out. But overall, this is where you would add your coin, anybody's coin. You add the token. You follow through basically wherever you're getting your coin from, whether it's your coins or anybody's coins. Sort of you add the token and intermit the information that you are looking for.
That is correct.
What's your coin a contract address? If I'm just so I see an example.
So in order to find the contract address, you can find it on the website. If you go to Cumstar.net, you can see it. Contract address is going to be a string of numbers starting with 0x usually for Smart Chain.
Okay, so you can find that in the settings here when you go and do all that. You add that into here. You add the token symbol, what you want.
Yep, if you want exactly.
And that's how you buy it. You can also buy it through your site. It looks like if I have a MetaMask.
So once you do all that, what you do is like I said, you can check out how-to video. There's loads of them out there. If you wanted to buy ours specifically, we can show you how to do that. You can watch our video. But there are lots of general common how-to buy videos out there. So it's going to depend whether you're using your PC, your Android, or an iOS as to what you're going to do. Sometimes the process varies a little bit, but it's really, really, truly not a difficult process. And once you've done it 1 or 2 times, you'll just whiz right through it.
Well, I appreciate it. That's how we started. I'm going to try and look more into this on my own, and hopefully you guys will if you want to get in on as we're this crypto craze. Now you have some more information to see. It's not that complicated. You can start doing some more research yourself if you're inspired by what we've talked about. Molly, so awesome to have you here. Thanks so much for you and everybody, the gang at Cumstar who have been so supportive and amazing. Never thought I'd be so happy to meet but they seem to be really smart in this space and have some exciting stuff coming. So I'm happy to learn all about it with you guys. In fact, we'll be learning more next week in our Vegas streams. It's going to be so crazy. We're live. They just got us, the Cumstar team got us a Bellagio suite. I'm still speechless. So
we're putting them in the
party level just went next level. So I'm happy and so generous for the support and happy to use them to help you guys learn more about this sphere. Thank you again for being here, Molly. Stay tuned. We got lots more coming, more on this topic and so much more. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. So good to have you all here. Stay tuned for more here on Popcorn Planet. Thanks, everybody.